What's up, folks? Sean, the average angler, and we have a cool bait to talk about today. New to the market this year, I believe it was an iCast release, maybe right after. I just got my hands on some, so we're going to talk about it. Give you some thoughts, what I think you can do with it, and I got some ideas, and it's just not its intended purpose. Join us. Welcome to the channel, The Average Angler. Because that's what I am, an average angler, right? I go to work every day. I get to fish once in a while. I love fishing. Can't wait to retire so I can do it more. But anyway, today we are going to talk about a new Yamamoto bait. And this bait is called the Nuki Bug. This is the Nuki Bug. Right? So, what is the Nuki Bug? It looks like another craw. Well, it is another craw, but it's, if you recognize the name Nuki, it's a knock on the Yamamoto Nuki, except with claws. And these are kicking claws. They've got ribs here, kind of like a rage bug. If you can see them there. So I believe this is meant to be fished weightless, or can be fished weightless. Falls pretty fast. I dropped it in Cora's bowl of water. She wasn't real happy about that, but yeah, it was sunk like a brick. But I'm looking at the shape of the head here and thinking about, that's a pretty good punch bait. Because of the profile, cylindrical there, and the way these claws collapse, this is going to be a pretty good punch bait. And what I like about it over some of the other Yamamoto baits, one, it's got the hook slot here, and it's actually on both sides, so you get lots of extra bite with your EWG or straight shank hook, whatever you use. But it also is much tougher. It's a much tougher plastic. It's not as soft as the salted baits. And I'm sure this is salted, but the plastic feels much more durable. Okay, maybe Yamamoto's changing some of that, but this feels much more durable to me, and I really, really like that shape. Great flip bait. You can fish it weightless, but I'm thinking more of flipping and pitching with this. And the great Yamamoto colors, and I just like that shape for coming through things. When you put your bullet weight up there, I got one here, I'll pull out real quick, and this is only a 3/8 ounce. But for punching, if you got a 1+ ounce weight, it's going to cover that entire tip there. So even with a 3/8, you can see it'll punch a hole through whatever. Okay, 3/8 isn't big enough to get through a whole lot, but it fits a bullet weight really, really well. So my impression is flipping and pitching, okay, as well as weightless. But it's always nice to have baits that have multi-functions for us, right? In this bait, I see a lot of different techniques you could do with it. Now, a Carolina rig also enters my mind, but I kind of like things that fall slower on a Carolina rig. But hey, doesn't mean something crawling along the bottom on a Carolina rig wouldn't be a great way to fish that. Anyway, I'm going to give a thumbs up to the Yamamoto Nuki Bug. It's 3.25 inches long. Okay, so it's a fairly compact bait. You could also cut it off and use it for a jig trailer. So pretty good bait for versatility. I don't know that that would be necessarily the best thing to do, because Yamamoto baits are pricey, and maybe you use something else for a trailer. They have some craw baits, maybe you get more. Let's see, you get 6 baits for $9. So $1.50 a piece. Again, they come in great colors. I got 2 colors. This is the watermelon with copper orange with red. It's numbered 956. And the other one I got 297. It's green pumpkin with purple and green flake, I believe. Yep, green and purple flake. One of my favorite Yamamoto colors, so universal, represents so many things. Check them out. I'm not sponsored by Yamamoto. I just think it's a very good looking bait. I'm gonna be flipping and punching it. Check it out. You should do the same.